Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. Today, we've got two fields that we need to harvest. One of them, I've never done before. Well, not with the new equipment anyway. But first, we're going to tackle one that we can do. We're going to take this, which again, we've not actually, this is the first time in doing Farming Sim 25 that we're actually going to give this a go. I've transported it down here from the main farm. And it's this little oat field that we've got to we're gonna harvest this. You know where we put the trees in? It's kind of a weird field where you've got oats on one side and then a bit of spare land where we put trees in a previous episode. Well, the oats are ready to go. Now, there's nothing special to do with the oats, but I think the best way to sort of make the most money out of them will be if we go and lease the grain mill. Then we can take the oats, run them through, turn them into flour. I think that's going to be the best way. Best money maker anyway. Now, it's a fair sized field. So I've had to empty the trailer because we had wood chips in the trailer. So I've emptied that. That's now ready to go. I don't know how much this thing holds, to be honest. Let's just see if we go and park slightly in the field. If we hold this, we should be able to activate this. And if we go onto the steering assist, come up with that. Number of headlands. Yeah, it's done all that. Show lines on. Let's press OK. Right, let's see if we can go start across here first. So let's go and activate. Let's go drop down. We just need to see actually. Hold on. Are we gonna get straw up? I mean, at the minute we can't do anything. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So we need to actually turn that off, I think, don't we? Disable straw swath. We don't want to disable it, so it must mean it's enabled. So good, we can do that. We can carry on. We can lock onto the line. We should get some straw. Now, at the minute, we haven't got anything to pick up the straw. But again, that's not a massive problem. We can just go rent a baler. We'll get a square baler. We'll be able to stack them up. We're doing quite well with money in the bank as well. We've got just over, what, 520,000. Which, yeah, that's pretty good to me. Now, I think we need to upgrade. I've been saying we want to get some more fields, and I really do think we need to try and get some more fields. Now, I'm just thinking, there's a new farm. Well, not a new farm, but a farm that we could go to, and it's where our rice is. So it kind of makes sense that, well, we could buy the field, which also is attached to that farm. But then it means our original farm, well, we don't really need that anymore. So maybe it's time to move on. But first, we've got to wait until our canola's done. We need to harvest the canola. And then we could look at moving stuff over, transferring over to the farm. We've already got a rice field next to the new farm. Maybe that's worth it. It's not cheap, but we can afford it at the minute. So I'm just thinking, yeah, that could be something to work towards. So let me know what you think of that idea. Is that a good idea? It's over this area as well, so it's closer to our sawmill and stuff like that. Maybe that's the way to go. It's quite nice though, because there's some big fields, and I really want to go for like the water buffalo. Really want to sort of get that so we can start, because we've got a dairy on that plot of land by the sawmill. So I really want to start doing the buffalo milk, but we need, I think it's quite a big pasture we need for that. We definitely need one which is enclosed. You can get an open pasture, but I believe that won't do the milk. So yeah, we've got to really make sure it's the enclosed one that we can actually get the milk. Otherwise, well, it's just defeating the object, really. So let's just lock onto this. Looks like this holds a fair size. I mean, we're nearly at 2,000 litres already. Nothing major. This was fully fertilised as well, so it's probably the best we're going to get from this. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to put anything else back in here. I mean, we could do, because, well, it is our field, and it's part of the land with the trees. But we did see in a previous episode that we could potentially buy a tree, cut it down, and still make a silly amount of sort of money off it. So, I don't know how I feel about that one. Is that classed as cheating or not? Because Well, potentially, you're not cheating, are you? We got a second headland round here, I think. Yeah, we have, yeah. Yeah, potentially we're not cheating, but it kind of feels like that. But we are buying it. The game allows us to buy it. We're not doing anything dodgy. We're buying the tree. We're putting it in the ground fully grown. And then we're cutting it, running it through the sawmill. And because of the amount of wood in the tree, the sawmill's giving us some products. And we're making a good profit. I mean, a really good profit. Take a look at the previous episode if you want to see that. We did do a little test to see. I was shocked. So it's obviously going to be better to have. I mean, the trees we've got literally attached to this field are ones that we're going to be able to use the machine for. So that would be quite cool. It's always quite cool to play one of the machines. But that is all to come. At the minute, we have got fields to harvest. Now, the peas are going to be interesting because the new machines that we can use, never used them. So it'd be quite interesting to see. But first, we need to get this done. So let's crack on. So that's the oats harvested, and this, basically we're done with this now because we're going to get a pea harvester for the next one. So let's just go back to the tractor, and I think we'll go and take this over to the grain mill. Now we need to find out actually where is the grain mill. I don't think we've actually been there. I don't think it's a million miles away. Is it over here somewhere? Where's the grain mill? Ooh, is that it there? Or is that the sawmill? Nope, that's the grain mill. So let's go and tag that. Where do we need to go? So we need to head. Where are we, over here somewhere? Yeah, here. We could potentially, yeah, we'll go around this way, this road here, all the way around here. Yeah, we'll head over to the grain mill. So I will see you over there. We'll lease it. We'll put this in. We'll turn it into flour. And I think that's going to be the best way of making money. If we just sell this, yes, we will make money. But I think if we can turn it into flour, that's going to be the best way, the most income. So we'll do this, take it to the grain mill, put it in for flour. We'll see how many pallets we get from this. We'll sell them. That'll make us more money. But while that's processing, we'll come back. We'll go rent a baler. Maybe even a bale picker-upper thingy, what they're called. We'll rent one of them as well. We'll get the bales up. We'll get a square one, I think. And then I think we'll see if we can try and maybe hold on to them somewhere. We'll store them because it would be nice to have some bales on standby, because I really do want to get, water buffalo. I really want to try and get some of them sort of productions with animals and buffalo milk and all that, and cheese. So we're going to need some of that because we're going to need to make some TMR. So we're going to need some hay. So we're going to need a grass field. We haven't got that yet, but this is our first little bit of straw. So yeah, it'd be nice to keep it handy just in case. So let's get over to the grain mill. Let's get this sorted. Get a baler. Start doing some baling, shall we? This grain mill is huge. Look at the size of this thing. This is massive. So we've got to remember before we go and tip it into here then, otherwise it's going to basically, we're just going to sell it. So before we do that, we need to hop out. We need to go and have a look and see where do we... Ah, there it is. Is that a forklift? Well, it is a forklift. Not one I think we can use, just decoration. So we need to go lease this then, so otherwise we'll sell. So we'll go on to lease. How much? 789 a day? Yes. Okay, so oat flour. No, we don't want that one. Hang on. We need to go on to here. Oat flour. What can we get in here? 180,000 litres. Yeah, I think we're good with that one. So we'll store in them. We'll go and activate that. Oh, we could put a rice in here as well. Ooh, now, I wonder. We need to think of what we're going to do with the rice because we have got a massive rice field that is not due to harvest just yet. I think it's next month it's due to harvest. We're going to have to figure out what we do. Do we turn it into rice flour? Let's have a look into it and see, actually. I'm not really sure. But I know we can store it in our silo. But we're going to, before we do store it, we're going to have to sort of think about it because we might have to move it. If we're going to move it and buy the new farmyard, we're going to need to move the silo. So we're going to have to try and transfer a lot of stuff from there. So let's go dump this in here now. There we go. That was nice and quick. So this is started again. Not exactly much that we kind of put in there, but yeah, this should look pretty good. So what are we gonna get from here? 15 oats to 15 flour. Oh, so it's a. Oh, okay, that should be pretty good. So I'm guessing then flour is going to appear somewhere over here. This looks like it's a. Yeah, in there it's going to appear. Grain hut delivery pickup. Nice. All right, well we'll leave this. I can see rain in the forecast. But luckily that's not till 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're good with that. Let's get this back to the farm. We'll head over to the store. We'll rent a baler. And we'll get that baled up as well. Not sure if we're going to get too many bales. We'll see. But yeah, we'll take this back to the farm. I'll see you back over at the store. So here we are then at the store. Just going to grab the baler. Now, it's the first time using one of these balers, and it's got the twine. Now, I'm not sure. It looks like it's come with the twine already in the baler. I wasn't sure if it did or not, so I have spent maybe, what's that, about 800 on a pallet? Because I assumed, I suppose we could save that. I bought it, we could save it, but I just didn't know if the baler came with it or not. But it is showing that it's in there. Oh, and here's the collector. Yeah, it is showing 32 out of 32 square bale twine. So yeah, we don't obviously need any. So, lesson learned there. It comes with it. Right, let's head this back over to the field. Don't think we're going to make too many bales. We'll come back for the collector. We'll collect the bales up. We'll store them over at the new farm, which is where the trailer's gone. Because, well, we're definitely going to work towards that. And it's not exactly out of reach. We can afford it now. But I need to lease the pea harvester. And, yeah, we've got a feeling that's going to be, well, not cheap. So we need to do that. And obviously then we're going to put the peas. It is, you know what? It's just peas, isn't it? We have got in the field. Or is it spinach? I think it's peas. So we're going to have to get the harvester. The peas are going to go into our canning factory. We're going to turn them into canned peas. We'll get more money for that than just peas on their own. Yeah, it should be quite interesting to check, but I've got a feeling leasing it, we're talking probably 30,000, but we will find out. But first, let's get back to the field. Let's get this baling done. So let's give this a go then, see how we get on. So we'll unfold. It's set to 220 size, so it's not the smallest, not the biggest. It's in the middle. Turn it on, drop it down, and yeah, let's see how we go. Now, that's one thing I didn't check was the tractor power for this baler, and yeah, it seems to be struggling a little bit. I'm hoping because this field isn't too bad, I'm hoping we'll be able to cope. I didn't really think about that. Quite a hefty baler and not the biggest of tractors. Plus the tractor has done 220 hours, so it's racking up some hours a little bit. It seems to be doing alright. I think for this little field though, it will cope okay. Now what size are these bales? I know it's 220, but what's that in the in litres? We're heading for 6,000. Now this is where the tractor's going to struggle now, going uphill. I think it purely is just under power. It's not like due to service wise. Service is not bad. Maybe at some point we'll be able to upgrade, but at the minute, you know, I think we're doing okay at the minute. Let's just see if we can back up a little bit. There's a little bit missed just there. Don't have to be too picky. Like I said, this is just going to go to starting our straw collection ready for the TMR when we do get the water buffalo, but they're not going to be cheap. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of working towards, but it's definitely something I do want to work towards. Looks like we're nearly getting our first bale. Looks like they're going to be what? Is it 12,000 litres? Yeah, it looks like 12,000 litres of bale. My word. That is some hefty bales. So I think we'll just keep running down the field. Just going to have to try and like be a bit careful of going up bank. Yeah, we'll see if we can try and go across here. So we should at least get a couple of bales. Oh, it's really struggling on this little bit of a hill. All right, well, I think this will look better in a bit of a time lapse. So let's try and get this done, get all these bales done. We'll grab the collector, we'll pick them up, take them over to the potentially going to be the new farm. And then we need to go and rent. First, check if it is peas or spinach, and then go rent the proper machine. We'll give that a bit of a tackle, and yeah, I think it is peas. I'm sure it's peas because I can remember saying we're going to run it through our canned factory. So that would kind of make sense. So let's get this done before it does completely come to a stop. So the baling all done, not too many bales, just a few. Time to go and collect them up with this. And one thing I did notice with that baler, apart from the tractor being well underpowered, the bale twine didn't seem to move anywhere. It still said 32 out of 32, so does that mean it's empty? Has it not actually got any in? Is that what it says as default? I'm not really sure. I'm not well up on the bale twine, so if anybody knows, you can share any information on that, then please do let me know. Should I have tried to put in the bale twine even though I thought it was full? And does it not go down? I assumed it would go down every bale it kind of pooped out. But maybe not. Maybe you have to do so many bales for it to drop down. I don't know. If you know, please do leave it in the comments below. Do share with me because I'd love to know. There we go. So 4 bales. Wow. Because it's not a massive amount, but then it's not the biggest field in the world, is it? So we're gonna take this back across to the potentially new farm to come. We'll go over there, we'll put these over there, and then I'll see you back at the shop because we need to then get the pea harvester. We need to go tackle some peas. Well, this is a mighty thing. Look at this. I did check to see, yes, it is peas. This is the pea harvester. What an absolute weapon this is. So let's go and see if we can figure out what we've got to do with this then. So let's put the menu on and see. So pipe out, we don't want to... How do we put the pipe out? Oh, okay, it's like that. So we need to turn on harvester. And then lower the harvester. Let's just creep forward, I think. See what happens. Let's just go and put the steering assist on, I think would be quite good. Show lines, all that. Yeah. Oh, it's treating it as a whole field, isn't it? Of course it is. I forgot we put the we split it in 2, didn't we? So yeah, we'll turn the lines off on that one. Actually, we'll do this ourselves. I completely forgot about we put the paddy field in, didn't we? This was one big field, so it still thinks it's one big field. Not to worry. Now the good thing is I did check as well. My trailer is compatible with peas, so that's another bonus. I was a little bit worried thinking, oh, hang on, will the trailer take it or not? But yeah, the trailer will, so that's good. Oh, you need to go a bit further forward than I thought there. So I don't think this is going to be the quickest and really shouldn't go into the rice like this. This is bad. But let's just sort of do a little bit of a side on and see what it looks like. What a machine. So I'm guessing it's got a good capacity in it. Doesn't seem too bad. I mean, it is with 20% already, so it is filling up fairly quick. But the trailer is on standby. But yeah, this is some machine, this. Now, definitely not used this machine, but I'm sure we have done peas before. But I'm trying to think what it was we actually used to harvest peas before, because it definitely wasn't this. I'm trying to think, was it Edgewater, Saskatchewan? Did we do it on there? That does ring a bell. But I really can't remember what we used to actually harvest it. Was it just a normal harvester? Or did we use something different on there? It definitely wasn't this thing, though. This is the first time I've used this thing. I really can't remember what it actually was. So the peas are a nice addition here because this is, well, potentially we didn't put these in. It was already in. I didn't realize it was already in the field. So when we put the paddy field in, this was potentially already in. What, you know, the farmer before put it in, and we bought the peas with it. Kind of just destroyed the peas by putting the paddy field in, but I didn't know it had got anything in, to be honest. I didn't really check. It's only when I saw something growing here, I was like, what's this? And it turns out it was peas from the previous farmer. So because we've got this little section here, kind of makes sense. So that's one headland around. And we're already 50%, so I think we'll put this out here. And we'll go get this. And we'll just sort of empty off and see what's it look like. Now the trailer's still on its low sort of setting. Its configuration, because these things are quite low. So I'm hoping that this is going to go in. Ooh, bit close there. Oh yeah, there we go. So I've got very close. Oh, look at that. Wow. Let's zoom in and have a quick look at that. That's so cool. Peas. Literally, peas. Yeah, we'll definitely take these over to the can factory. That'd be quite a good amount of money, that will. So let's get this in here. We'll put this back. And yeah, I think we'll trying to work out what's going to be the best way to approach this. Maybe we could put the lines on and just sort of go up and down, but obviously don't go all the way. Might be the best thing to do. So we'll go back behind. We'll start this way. Yeah, I think go up and down this way would be best. Maybe it would have been better to do a second headland. Yeah, that might have been actually a bit better. Let's just do a second run across here. So we're not like running into the paddy field. Let's just turn that on, drop it down. Maybe could do two across here. Go across and back again and then start striping it up and down. Yeah, ladders. It's quite good. This is actually the first harvest we've done in FS25. We're in July. 29 degrees. What a scorcher. Who'd have thought we'd be doing peas? Right, let's just run across here. And then, yeah, that should give us enough room then to go up and down. Quite interesting to see how many pallets of canned peas we get from this. But it was definitely a better money than just selling the peas as they are. It's definitely worth doing. Right, let's just see, that's that done. Gotta make sure that we go far enough forward. And if we go this way here, we'll put this on again. We'll turn the lines on. And we just obviously don't go all the way down. Let's go here. Let's lower it down. Activate. There we go. So let's commence. Do a bit of a time lapse. We'll get this done. Take it over to the can factory. Well, that could be pretty good, that could. So that's all the peas harvested, and we're just shy of 7,000 litres of peas. So let's get this over to the canning factory. We'll put it in there and let it start processing, turning these into canned peas. Let's see how many pallets we get. But look at all them peas in there. Looks great. So we're just rocking up then on the canning factory. I think the tip point is around this way. So we'll get this into here. We'll turn them into canned peas. And then I think that's pretty much it for this month. This is all we can really do for now. The fog is starting to settle in. Now, we still lease this because of the kimchi. So we should be able to just tip these in here without anything happening. Yep, that's going straight in. So let's go on and activate them now. So canned peas is what we want. So we'll be able to go and activate that one. So if we look on here, what we got on here now. Where's my peas gone? Peas, there we go, sort of near the bottom. Literally 7,000 litres holds 240,000 litres. So, yeah, it's a very small dent into that. But what we're going to get out of that then? So 100 peas makes 45 canned peas. So, yeah, not mega, but, you know, it's going to be pretty good. So there's a lot of things we can do on here. And I was just looking down here as well. This is what I think I was going to do with my rice. We can make rice rolls. 56 rice to 50 rice rolls. So that's nearly sort of on par there. So I think, yeah, we can do 120,000 litres. Not sure how much rice we're going to get. But I think it might be quite good to put the rice into here and make rice rolls. Is that going to be more money, rice rolls, than was it rice flour? Have a quick look, shall we? So looking on the pricing list then, peas, normal peas, October's the best time, 3,400. If we go down onto here and look for canned peas, yeah, nearly 8,000. Yeah, that's going to be a lot better. And also next month is the best, so we might be able to get, depends how quick the process is, but we might be able to get some of them we can sell next month. We were looking then for the was it rice flour, wasn't it? Rice flour, I think it was. We could do it at the grain mill. Yeah, rice flour. So if we put the rice in and turn it into rice flour, that's 3,330 is the best on there. But then we were on about doing rice rolls, which is 4,700. So yeah, rice rolls is going to be better than rice flour. But also, look, rice oil. We can get nearly 7,000, so we'll say 6,500 of rice oil. Do we go and rent the oil mill and put some rice in there to make rice oil? That's going to be better than rice rolls and rice flour. We could do rice cakes. Look at that, 10,300. But I'm not sure rice cakes. Is that done with long grain rice or the rice that we've put in? Well, I was just trying to look through and I'm not sure how you actually make rice cakes. Because if you look in the can factory here, you can see the outputs. Rice bag, rice box, rice rolls. But I don't actually know how we actually make rice cakes. So if we look in the available production, so the bakery doesn't do it because it just does bread, as you can see, and cake, normal cake, and do rice cake. You can make cake out of rice flour, but it doesn't make rice cake. Obviously, the BJ is not going to do it. Carpentry, it's not that. Dairy, again, just does everything. Dairy, cheese, milk, and goat's cheese. Oil is oil. Sawmill's wood. Spinnery is obviously fabric. And sugar. How do we actually make rice cakes then? Because there's no production available in the game to make rice cakes. Yet, according to this, we can do rice cakes. Everything else is on here. You see rice rolls, oils, you know, but rice cakes. Interesting. Well, I'm going to have to look into that one to see, because it would be nice to know if we could make rice cakes, and if it is the rice that I've got, or if it needs to be long grain. If it's long grain rice, then we can either go and do rice rolls or rice oil. I think the rice oil, now we should be able to do the rice oil if we go back up to here with our... Well, we haven't actually, have we got the, no, we haven't got the oil mill. That's something we can get on here as well, just seen on here. So, yeah, so rice oil, we could do that. So that's 12 to 10. So that's not going to be too bad. So we could put something and turn it into oil. We could rent the oil mill. I'm not sure where the oil mill is actually. It's got to be, is it one of these down here? There's a sugar mill. Yeah, oil mill there. Let's go and have a quick little look here. Yeah. So it's not a million miles away. Oh, I'm guessing that's where we go. So yeah, we could rent this one. Is it expensive? Let's see what it is to lease. I think it's going to be too much. 657, that's not bad. So yeah, we could do that. Not far away from where we are now. This over here, I think, is it? We just need to go... Oh, actually, it's a little bit further. It's a bit further through here. Let's just run through. Around the back here. This is where we are. This is the can factory. Oh, my word. I've just spotted all that kimchi. Oh, that's a lot of kimchi. Okay. So this is where we are then. We just put our peas in here. So yeah, we're going to have a look. If you know how to make rice cakes, do leave it in the comments below. Let me know how we actually... What production makes rice cakes. Be interesting to know. But I think we're going to leave it here for now. We've done both them fields. We've just got to wait for the productions to sort themselves out. We're pretty much done with everything we can in July, so we're going to move through to August. Rain's on the way in a few hours. That should give the sawmill a chance to sort of keep producing wood. More kimchi, canned peas. Next month we can do the rice, and also the canola should be ready as well. So do come back for that one in the next episode. If you are liking this, then please do give it a like. And if you aren't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And I'll see you back here in the next one.